Oh boy. Well, this is a recap of week 8, and I had planned ever since week 8 ended to start this video just beaming over the Packers win in Arizona. We faced an undefeated team on the road. 3 of our receivers out. Our main tight end got injured in the third quarter. He's out for the year. Yet, we pulled it off. We beat Arizona, and it was a crazy final play. Kyler Murray throws an interception. Rasul Douglas catches it, and A.J. Green, I don't know what the hell he did. He just completely stopped. He did. He just completely stopped. He wasn't committed to that play. But it sealed it. We won. We're at the top of the NFC right now. Then we get hit with that news. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers. We got hit with the news earlier this morning. Aaron Rodgers has tested positive for COVID-19. And I was like, no. Now, here's my thing. I kind of mentally prepared for this because it's out there. You can't deny it. It's out there. And last year was real bad. Teams were having outbreaks. We all know what happened with the Ravens, the Steelers. I think the Titans had a big bad problem with it last year. And of course, even with the shots out, there's still problems. And though the shots are a good thing. Let's get one thing straight. But even with it out, it's still out there, but it's not as bad. But and about that, Rodgers said, I remember this. Rodgers pretty much said he was vaccinated. Turns out he isn't. Matter of fact, the story I read was he had been listed as unvaccinated throughout the whole season. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Not good one bit. Because number one, that suggests he pretty much lied on our faces about it, and number two, that makes things a little harder for him to come back. Because I think the story is, if he was vaccinated, because Saquon Barkley tested positive and he's vaccinated, so all he'll need is, like, I think the protocols say he needs to provide 2 negative tests in a 24-hour span in order to return to play. And that's what Rodgers would have to do. And that's what my original thinking was. But then it comes out he never was vaccinated. So now it's gonna be 10 days. It's gonna be 10 days. Now they say the earliest he can be available is next Saturday. So it's because of that he's out for the upcoming game against Kansas City. And yeah, so it's a bit of a mess. Notice I say a bit, because, and I said this many times before, if this was last year, I would have had my head in my hands, literally like in distress, saying, well, we're going to lose this week. But no, I still think we're going to win. And the reasons are simple. Number one, our defense is doing a lot of great things. This defense is vastly improving. This is in spite of injuries. Number two, the Packers are just in a groove, and we're getting those 3 receivers back. Well, 2 of them at least. Lazard and MVS are back. There's no official word on Devontae, but I think there should be good news with him too. We should have him back. And number 3, the Chiefs are a mess, especially defensively. So there is still a good chance that we're going to go to Arrowhead and take this with Jordan Love starting. I think Jordan Love's going to show out. He's going to surprise a lot of fans. But yeah, so if we win this, great, 8-1. If God forbid we don't, it's just one game, 7-2. It's still not bad. It's still not bad. We still have a shot. We still have a shot at climbing the ladder, and it's an interconference game. That's not going to really dent anything. But yeah, I think we're going to win this thing, even with Jordan Love out there. He's gonna show off. He is. He's gonna show out. But back to week 8. So and speaking of and I say this because it's been week 8 was a good week for backup quarterbacks. The Jets beat Cincy with a backup quarterback, and of course Trevor Siemian beat Brady's Bucks. That was a crazy game. And I watched this thing, and they were down by one, the 2 minute warning, and the Saints are throwing the ball. Go, wait a minute, why are you throwing? You hand it off. You hand it off. Make Tampa Bay kill their 2 timeouts, and then you could probably kick a field goal with like about maybe 30 seconds left. No, they decided to throw it. They only killed about less than 20 seconds, and they took the lead. But I thought the Buccaneers were going to win this. You can't leave time for Brady. You can't leave time for Brady. And then Brady throws a pick six of all people. He throws a pick six. I go, oh my god. So the pick six did it. The Saints win in the regular season. They're 3-0 against the Brady Bucks, but that one loss was when it counted in January. It won't be Bree's last game, but yeah, and of course there was some other terrible news to come out of Week 8. The Titans won, but Derrick Henry's out for the year. When I heard that news, I went, "Oh no!" Because number one, I'm a fan of Derrick Henry. I mean, who isn't? He's the best run. He's only the best running back in the league by far. Number 2, I had him on a fantasy team. Now the fantasy thing doesn't hurt me a bit because I'm in 9 leagues. I only have Derrick Henry in 1. So it's not like a bunch of people who are in like 10 or 11 leagues and have Derrick Henry in almost all of them. They tear their hair out like, how can this happen? But yeah, it's no sweat. It's really no sweat. But still, it's bad. It's real bad. Out for the season. Damn it. They're potentially out for the season, but he's going to be out for a good bit. Pretty much for the rest of fantasy season. Fantasy regular season is about, 14 weeks? And we're entering week 9. So, yeah. It's bad. But Tennessee got the win. They're number 1 in the conference for now. I mentioned the Chiefs. Good God, they have problems. They barely survived the Giants, and the turnovers are piling up. Poor Mahomes threw his 10th interception. Kelsey lost a fumble. They're having troubles controlling the ball. It is just a mess. And they won, and they're still messy. It's ugh. There's the real life possibility of missing the playoffs is still there. Though I'll believe that when I see it. After all, it's the middle of the season, but it's still early. You know, if they're still in a bad way, I'm gonna say if they're still in a bad way after Thanksgiving weekend, then they could be screwed. But for now, hope is alive for Kansas City, at least at the moment. I mentioned Dallas won with their backup quarterback Cooper Rush. I knew they're gonna win because I knew they were going to win because it's Minnesota. Minnesota finds ways to lose and finds different people to lose to. And Dallas took it, so they're 6-1. They've won 6 straight, taking big control in the NFC East. It's gonna be really it's really something. The race for the NFC's top spot is gonna be interesting. I just hope that. Well, I still say we're gonna win, but I'm still gonna we're gonna win. But God forbid we don't get this. I just hope it doesn't really hurt us or mess with our rhythm the rest of the season, because I think this is the best. This is the big well-oiled machinery. I mean well-oiled. Everything's going right. It's just one game. The rest, we just have to handle the rest. That's all. But yeah, we still got this in Kansas City. We do. What else? Oh yes. Oh yeah. Because of Cincinnati's loss, the Ravens, who were off in Week 8, moved into first place. It's funny? And the Lions, poor Lions. You know, I really need to start that petition to get them off Thanksgiving, because they are 0-8. They're nearly halfway to another future season. People are saying they could be the first 0-17 team, and it's just sad going on in Detroit. And I said I really need to make a petition to get them off Thanksgiving, because people have said for years fans have said for years Lions shouldn't be on Thanksgiving anymore because they're just bad every year, and we could see the Lions enter Thanksgiving looking for their first win. It happened. It's happened before, but yeah, they're 0-8. They got trounced by the Eagles, and of course the Bills took care of business, and hard to believe New England's right behind them. Can you believe that? This is year 2 in the post Brady era, and here they are right behind Buffalo in the AFC. Is now granted. The only reason why the Patriots are in second place is because the Dolphins and the Jets exist. But even so, they are right behind the Bills. Are they going to win the division? No. But can they make it interesting the rest of the way? Yeah, pretty much. Especially since they have 2 meetings left with the Bills. They haven't played the Bills yet. Yeah, I don't think they played the Bills yet. But yeah. So Carolina's losing streak finally ended. They beat the Atlanta Falcons on the road too. Though I kind of think the city of Atlanta had other things in mind. Congratulations, by the way. More on that in another video. So yeah, so that's my recap of Week 8. It was a pretty good week. Out to a pretty great start with that big Packers win, which I was beaming about, which had me on cloud 9 pretty much entering Sunday. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting Week 9 for us. Packers Chiefs. That's gonna be on TV in a lot of markets. At 1:25 Pacific, 4:25 Eastern, because the only other late game is Arizona, San Francisco, and I think only the Bay Area, the state of Arizona, and maybe about 1 or 2 other markets will get that. And yes, I did double check the Bills' schedule. They have yet to play each other. As a matter of fact, the first meeting between the Bills and the Patriots is not until December 6th. So they have a full month until they play each other. And December 6th, that's Monday Night Football. So December 6th and December 26th, those are 2 meetings. And December 6th, the Monday night meeting on December 6th, that's in Buffalo. The rematch is in Foxborough, day after Christmas. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, especially if New England kind of wins some games and makes things a bit difficult for Buffalo. But yeah, so like I said, Packers-Chiefs, that's a big game of the week. Like I said, a lot of countries going to get that. Week 9 begins with the Colts-Jets. Oh dear. Yeah, that'll be interesting for all the wrong reasons. Falcons are in New Orleans. Of course, I'm pretty sure the next home opener will be the one where the Braves show off that trophy. The next home game, that is. I said Cleveland faced Cincinnati. The Cowboys are at home against Denver. The Sunday night game is Tennessee and the Rams at SoFi Stadium. It's just the first game without Derrick Henry. We'll see how that goes. And the Monday night game is Steelers the Bears. Steelers are at home. That's going to be good. So anyway, that's my recap of Week 8. If you like this video, click the like button. Subscribe if you want more. My story on Vocal about Week 8 will be in the description below, so check that out. And very soon, I'll recap the World Series and continue my congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. What a series that was. So that's my recap of Week 8. And again, I'll recap the World Series very, very soon. And the Week 9 recap will happen this next week. So stay tuned.